Okay, I was trying to actually do this video live on Facebook, but the internet must be pretty busy today, and I kept getting told that the internet connection wasn't working properly, so I gave up in the end, and I thought I'd just do a recording of a mantra meditation. And I was looking through a lot of the mantra meditations that I did years ago when I was training with the Chopra Center in California. And there's a beautiful mantra that one of the teachers introduced me to, and it's a Buddhist mantra. I posted it earlier on Facebook, and it is Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. And it has a beautiful meaning. Of course, the sound Om is thought to be the sound of creation itself, when all of the physical things came out of no thing into this incredible universe of physical form. And Om today is used as a mantra just simply on its own. It's a beautiful sound. And when you chant the sound Om, Om, you start to feel this frequency change within the body. And if you really put some meaning behind it, some effort behind chanting the sound Om, you can actually feel it vibrating through your chest into your throat, and you start to feel a little bit of change in the chemistry within your own brain. You start to feel a little bit differently. So Om is the universal sound, the universal mantra of all. And then the word Tare, and the word Tare is to acknowledge the suffering, whether it be physical or emotional. And most of our pain, especially now, what's going on, is the pain that we feel in our own minds, the frustration, the anxiety, the anticipation, the worry for the future, or of course we perhaps are doing reruns of the past, regretting decisions that we've made. So Tare is to acknowledge the suffering, whether it be physical or emotional, that you're feeling right now. Tutare liberates you from the 8 fears. And these are the 8 fears within Buddhism, and they are ignorance, attachment, anger, pride, jealousy, greed, doubt, and wrong views. All of the things that at some point in our life we're guilty of feeling, doing, being, choosing. So Om Tare Tutare Ture. Ture is the liberation from dis-ease rather than disease, dis-ease. And this is the disease in our own minds of the ignorance that we sometimes have due to not opening and expanding our mind to other perspectives, to other points of view, to talking rather than listening. And of course there's all of the negative thoughts, and there's nothing wrong with negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are part of life. But when those negative thoughts start to overpower us and we give power to those negative thoughts, then they become very self-destructive. So it's about being very much aware of the thoughts that you're having and asking yourself, are these thoughts loving to me, or are they destructive? Are they leading me into giving my power away, giving my energy away to negativity? So if the negativity has no purpose in your life, and you could be grieving for someone that you love, you could be grieving for your own situation, and that's fine. But know from an observer's perspective what that's actually doing to you. on a whole level, on your life level, and what kind of energy are you emitting when you allow yourself to be led by destructive thoughts. And the word soha, leading from your heart. This takes away all impurities from your body, your mind, and your heart. It's a request to be liberated from our suffering. So we acknowledge the suffering, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, and then we acknowledge the 8 fears that we all go through at some stage. We start to become the observer of our own mind, and then we request to be liberated from suffering of all kinds. And this is not just about us, this is about every sentient being on the planet. So let's do this. We'll start off with a little bit of breath work, pranayama, because it is very difficult to close your eyes and suddenly get into a meditative state. We are not monks, and we don't live on mountaintops, and we don't usually meditate for 8 hours a day, so we're not really practiced at all of this, most of us. So we're going to start off with breath work, which actually takes our brain waves from a beta brainwave pattern into a more beautiful frequency of alpha brain waves, and from this state we can jump and dive through a portal into our meditation. So let's start the breathing by fully exhaling all of the air out. Allow the lower belly to come out and start the breath from the lower belly, expanding the upper belly. Take the rib cage and expand it out. Lift the chest, take the breath to the top of the head, and let it go with control. Exhale. Exhaling, squeezing the last drop of air, and then we start again. Inhale from the lower belly, the upper belly. The rib cage expands through the chest, back of the eyes, top of the head. And let that breath go with control, slowly exhaling, feeling the breath as it leaves your body. And then again, inhale from the base of your spine, up through the abdominals, through the chest, up through the throat. Carry that energy, that force of life up through to the top of your head. And start to exhale, exhaling the breath. If you haven't already, close your eyes. Start to relax. One more time, inhaling from the base of your spine, through the abdominals, through the chest. The rib cage expands. Take that breath up through the throat, top of the head. Hold it there. And breathing it out. And we'll start a breath in counts of 4s. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1. Really feel that energy moving up through the body. 3, 4. Exhale. Feel the flow of air leaving your body. 3, 4. Inhale. Move the energy through the spine, through the chest, top of the head. 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1. Move the energy through that central channel. 3, 4, hold it at the top of the head. 2, 3, 4, exhale with control. 2, 3, 4, hold the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold that breath out. 1, 2, really relax. 3, 4, keep that breath out if you can, and just relax at the bottom of the breath for as long as you can, relaxing at the bottom of the breath, relaxing all the muscles of the torso, the legs, the arms. And when you're ready, you can inhale. And what I'd like to ask you to do is place all of your focus now on the space behind your closed eyelids, that black infinite space that runs to infinity and beyond. Giant movie screen. And here is where we observe our thoughts as they enter this empty space. And just like a cloud, as a thought comes into the mind, observe that thought. Don't give it your judgment, your opinion. Just see that thought and allow it to drift on by. And then another thought may come into your mind, and this is completely normal when you meditate. And as the thoughts come in, you allow them to be there and allow them to drift on by like a cloud in the sky. Relax your breathing, and we're going to start our mantra. Om Tare, Tutare, Ture, Soha. And you can chant it out loud with me, or as a whisper, or in your mind. Om Tare, Tutare, Ture, Soha. 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 As a whisper. Om Tare, Tutare, Ture, Soha. Om Tare, Tutare, Ture, Soha. Liberating us from our physical, our emotional, our mental torments in life. Asking to be freed from all problems in our mind, to lift our perception, to allow us to see what we are grateful for in our life, to liberate us from all sufferings. Om Tare, Tutare, Ture, Soha. Om Tare, Tutare, Ture, Soha. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tu Re, 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 Soha. Om, the sound of creation, the vibration of the sun, the vibration of the entire universe. Tare, we acknowledge the suffering of ourselves and of others. Tare, being the liberator from our own self-afflictions. Tutare, liberating us from the 8 fears of ignorance, attachment, anger and pride, jealousy, greed, doubt and wrong views. Ture, liberate us from dis-ease, dis-ease of our own ignorance, dis-ease of the negative, destructive thought patterns that we allow to be there in our own minds. Soha, a request to take away all of our impurities from our body, mind, and from our hearts. It is a request to be liberated from our suffering. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tu Re, Soha. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tu Re, Soha. Now silently in your mind. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tu Re, Soha. Tare, Tu Tare, Tu Re, Soha. Start to bring your awareness back into this physical space. Exhale all the air out your torso. And let's start with an inhale through the lower belly, the upper belly, expanding the rib cage. Take that breath up through the throat to the top of the head and exhale. Feel the air leaving the body, slowly squeezing the torso, and inhale from the lower belly, the upper belly, through the chest. Move that life force, feel that prana flow up through back of the head, back of the eyes, all the way to the top of your head. And exhale slowly. Feel that air leaving the body. And one more time, bring that life force energy up through this central channel, up through the rib cage expands, up through the throat, the back of the eyes, all the way to the top of the head. Hold it there. And relaxing out your breath. Squeezing that last drop of air out of the torso. And with your eyes closed, let's raise our arms to the ceiling above us, straight arms. And with closed eyes, lift your head up to the ceiling. Opening your eyes, gazing up between the hands. Big deep breath in. Breathing in universal energy. And slowly as we exhale, we bring our fists down to our lower belly. Bowing slightly forwards. Exhaling all the air out. And bringing your palms together at your heart. Namaste.